Good morning, students. This is a class for BA Part 3, and we will be talking about a literary term, very popular literary term, and the name of that literary term is dramatic monologue. Dramatic monologue is a form of poetry in which there is a single speaker who speaks in a dramatic situation in the poem. The important thing is that the listener or listeners don't participate in the communication. Thus, it's a one way communication in the poem. The situation is often very crucial for the speaker when he is speaking in the poem. If we look into the term itself suggests, if we break the term into two parts, dramatic and monologue, if we come to the first part, dramatic, it involves drama, and drama means action. And action is not necessarily always physical. It may sometimes be psychological also, and in dramatic monologues, it is mostly psychological only, conveying the conflict or the inner psyche of the speaker where he is facing a crucial moment in his life, where he is on the verge of taking some decision and he presents a point of view on that particular moment. If we talk of monologue, then mono means single and log means speech. Thus, it is supposed to be a speech of single speaker to a silent listener or listeners. There may be one listener or more listeners, but the speaker is single and he speaks in a given dramatic situation to the listeners. So we can say it's a drama and poetry rolled into one. In dramatic monologue, it portrays the psychological state of the speaker when he is in an important critical phase of his life. He reveals his reaction to the question presented in the poem. This involves his way of thinking, or you can say point of view in his life. Thus, it is psychological and philosophical also. When we are talking about dramatic monologue, we have to see one more thing from the world of drama. There is a dramatic term called soliloquy. You must have all come through this term in your earlier classes. Soliloquy is different from dramatic monologue. In soliloquy too, there is only one speaker, but he speaks to himself. No listener is supposed to hear him or her. There may be some characters already present on the stage, or mostly the character is single, all alone on the stage. But characters or no characters on the stage, the speaker is supposed to talk to himself in a soliloquy. However, in dramatic monologue, a silent listener is supposed to listen to the speaker. This is a prerequisite condition in dramatic monologue. Robert Browning is considered to be the master of dramatic monologues. He has written beautiful dramatic monologues. With him, this form reached to a great popularity, and his famous monologues include My Last Duchess and Last Ride Together. And both these poems are in your course in BA Part 3 for the English literature students. So we have discussed today dramatic monologue as a literary term, as a form of poetry, and when we read these 2 poems, My Last Duchess and Last Ride together, we will discuss in detail more about dramatic monologues. Thank you for today.